Yo, what's up, y'all? This is the Komp Chronicles video number 3. I just want to take time to thank y'all for supporting the videos and the whole Twisted Artist movement. We really appreciate y'all's support, and we're going to keep the videos coming with poetry and music and whatever else we feel like we need to put out to the world, because I'm loving the inspiration that I'm giving off. Like, I'm receiving it back. People are really telling me like that my poetry made them cry, and I spoke from my heart is something that they never heard like that before, which is definitely what I'm trying to do. I don't want to sound like any other poet out there. I don't want to be like any other poet. So thank you all, family. I don't want to call y'all fans. Like, if you on my Facebook, you know I said that. I just think you guys deserve a better title than a fan. Like, a fan to me is like a groupie, and y'all are not groupies. Y'all are supporters of positive things, a positive movement, and I just want to take the time out to thank y'all. I've been working on a personal piece for a while now. It's called The Cycle, and it's basically addressing molestation within our families. And this might offend some people, but if it offends you, I'm sorry. You're probably either the person that's doing the wrong, or I don't know. That's the only thing I come up with, is that you've done something that wrong for this poem to offend you. But I'm going to read it because I haven't memorized it all the way yet. So this is called The Cycle. My mind still goes back to that dungeon where it's dark and cold. My hands on that wooden pole, it pierces my skin like the Detroit winter wind. I know without a doubt that this is a sin. The mark of his beast, his manhood extended past his feet. I grit my teeth as I anticipate his release. I release a small piece of me. My voice box is now turned off, no energy, and all of my morals now have portals leading me away from mere mortals. I cry out to my God for this abuse to stop, and for a brief second, it does. But the smell of his breath as he whispers in my ear that the only way you'll get your blessings is if you kiss right here, snaps me back into my reality. That this is not the sex from my fantasies. This is like stories told in magazines like Time and Jet, mostly profiling tragedies. So sad that he's a member of my own family. Understand that when my mind goes back, I fade to black. Memories begin to fester. Your mammy mannerisms and sexual gestures are improper incestations. Molestations of our bloodline now tainted. But it's not your fault your father poisoned his seed. Instead of proper air and water, he gave you rape and greed. Your need to become the spitting image of father and son transformed you into rapist of one. Sweet little black girl fascinated by the world that was promised to be by my grandfather. Hair and Shirley Temple curls, never even heard of a weave. So these things that are happening have me panicking. Is this the real truth behind pregnancies? Is this the reason that women are having babies and their babies are having babies that their mothers end up raising? Is this the cycle? Man, this is crazy. As soon as my body started changing, could have been that girl in bed with boys off a little conversation. This could have been my situation. Physical and mental rape, that nigga penetrated me way past my brain. Now I'm 16 and pregnant. I'm on that MTV craze. Listening to Tupac because I yearn for better days. No more chilling because I'm too busy picking out baby names. Gotta find a job to support it because the baby daddy's lazy and crazy. The vision for his future seems to be a little hazy. Every day I pray to God while patiently awaiting the arrival of my seed. Is this supposed to be my blessing? My heart is broken. Is it my faith that he is testing? Our family is starting to get wind that it's our kids he's molesting. Finally, they are led into my reality. No longer out of focus from an alarming number of family casualties, I feel hopeless. Even through the process of giving birth to another person, I can't help but think about how I'll tell him that his father is his cousin. I know I won't raise him to believe in just ball player fantasies. That's not the only way. 2 degrees. Better not lean on those streets to provide you with a false sense of family. I know when daddies leave the children's side to see if the grass is greener between different needs, but baby, I promise to never be the mommy who cries because she's invested all that she had in a man who filled her with life and then ran, literally, made my body expand. I will teach you as much as I can about being a man. You will not be the man who cannot stand on his own 2 feet. Baby, you will understand how to think. Can't blame Junior for the sins of Senior. Speak up. Because through the history of your birth, you have the ability to break this, our family's curse. For anybody that's been through something like that, I'm ashamed to even say that goes on in families. It should never go on in your family. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I've been a victim of it myself, and through me releasing this, I know that it's probably going to raise a lot of questions in my family, or they're going to wonder which family member this was and why and all these things. But like I said before, my poetry is past it being about me. I just really feel like me letting it out might help that little girl who is going through it, that feels like nobody else can relate to her. So this poem is for the little girls out there who have no one to share this with. And just know that Komp, you can share with Komp, because I empathize and I've been through the same thing. And you can still do something. You don't have to let that hinder you from being successful. You don't have to let that hinder you from being loved by someone else. So keep your head up, and you're in my prayers and my thoughts, and I love you all. Peace.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my